everybody. I'm Sean Farrell, and welcome to the January 2024 edition of This Month at the Library. We'll begin with this month's events here at the Avalon Public Library and the Avalon History Center, then get to other area news and programs, and at the end we'll take a look at some of the new books and movies available at the library this month. So make sure to stick around for that. First, at the library. Learn about honeybees and the many uses for beeswax in our Products of the Hive workshop on Friday, January 5th at 1 p.m. in the library, presented by Pine Barrens Post. Participants will make their own beeswax candle and enjoy a honey tasting. Registration is required. To register, call the library at 609-967-7155 or stop by the circulation desk. January's art house film will be shown on Monday, January 8th at 5 p.m. This month's selection will be Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. This critically acclaimed Academy Award nominated film is about a cash-strapped documentary maker who decides to make his newest movie about a mollusk shell he finds living in his Airbnb with his friends. This film is rated PG for some suggestive material and thematic elements. On January 9th at 6 p.m., we will be showing Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. In it, daredevil archaeologist Indiana Jones races against time to retrieve a legendary dial that can change the course of history. Accompanied by his goddaughter, he soon finds himself squaring off against Jürgen Voller, a former Nazi who works for NASA. This film is rated PG-13 for sequences of violence and action, language, and smoking. On Friday, January 12th at 11 a.m., bring the beauty of the season into your home with a winter arrangement. Attendees will create their own arrangements to take home using winter greens, pine cones, berries, and more. Registration is required. To register, call the library at 609-967-7155 or stop by the circulation desk. Children ages 3 to 5 are invited to come by the library on January 13th at 10 a.m. to become amateur meteorologists by performing some simple hands-on experiments that will help them learn about the weather. The library will be hosting a family escape room on January 15th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., so grab your family or a group of friends and see if you can figure it out in 30 minutes or less. Groups must register for a specific time by calling 609-967-7155 or by visiting the circulation desk. This is recommended for parties of up to 8 people aged 10 and up. Avalon residents can sign up now. Everyone else is welcome to reserve a spot starting on December 29th. Kids Movie Afternoon returns to the library on Monday the 15th at 4 p.m. Bring the whole family over for a kid-friendly movie, title to be determined soon. New Year, New Leaf, New Organized You. Come to the Avalon History Center on Wednesday, January 17th at 6 p.m. to learn about archiving and preserving your family keepsakes. Bring your photographs and documents like newspaper clippings, papers, or postcards, and you will learn how to arrange everything into an organized personal archive, including how to preserve your items for future generations. Each attendee will receive their own workshop kit, which includes 8.5-inch size file folders, photograph pockets, document sheets, tissue paper, and a flip-top document case for storage. Participants will also receive a collections care brochure and an informative handout about how to preserve additional items you may have in your home, where to find supplies, and additional readings and online resources. Space is limited, so make sure to register with the History Center at 609-967-0090. Our adult fiction book club returns on Thursday, January 18th at the library. Moderator Mona Moore will kick things off with the hit book Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. To register, please call us at 609-967-7155 or stop by the circulation desk. A limited number of copies will be available for loan from the library with your library card. The History Center will present Saltmarsh Stories on January 20th at 1 p.m. in the 39th Street Tennis Building. The film, by local historians Jim Talone and Jamie Hand, is told in 3 parts: a short history of Cape May County and the marshlands, given by historian J.P. Hand, Stone Harbor resident Bill Doherty's reminiscences of life on the meadows and waterways, and then a report from the Wetlands Institute explaining the incredible life that goes on in the marshes behind Stone Harbor and Avalon. The filmmakers will also be on hand for a Q&A session. We've all said it before, the book was better. This winter, join the Avalon Library for a matinee movie series of some of our favorite book-to-film adaptations. First up on January 23rd at 1 p.m. is the Academy Award-nominated 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, adapted from the classic novel by Jane Austen and starring Keira Knightley. This film is rated PG for some mild thematic elements. Lego builders aged 5 through 10 are invited to visit the library on Tuesday, January 23rd from 6 to 7 p.m. for Lego Palooza. Participants should be ready to show off their skills in this special one-night competition. Got the winter blues? Need to cozy up with a good book? Come to the library on the 29th at 6 p.m. and join us for Adult Book Bingo and win your next read. Win a game and pick a book. Seventh grader Charlotte Cosman is the winner of the 2024 Avalon Beach Tag Art Design Contest. Her prize winning submission earned her a plaque from Mayor McCloriston, the year's first beach tag, and a canvas replica of her artwork. Some of the books coming to the library this month include Anna O by Matthew Blake is a twist-filled story of suspense about budding young writer Anna Ogilvy, who one night stabs two people with no apparent motive before falling and remaining asleep ever since. Dr. Benedict Prince is called to investigate while also trying to keep his own secrets from coming to light. The Storm We Made by Vanessa Chan is a spellbinding, sweeping novel about a Malayan mother who becomes an unlikely spy for the invading Japanese forces during World War II and the shocking consequences that rain upon her community and family. Best-selling author Rachel Hawkins returns with The Heiress. After the death of his adopted mother, Camden wants nothing to do with his inheritance or remaining relatives. But when his uncle dies 10 years later, he is called back to his family home, where dark secrets threaten to come into the light. The Fury by Alex Michaelides, author of The Silent Patient, follows reclusive movie star Lena Farrar as she spends Easter with friends on her private Greek island on a trip that will be upended when a murder takes place. Sarah J. Maas continues her Crescent City series with House of Flame and Shadow. Finally able to see a world outside her home, all Bryce wants to do now is return, while Hunter strives to escape from his dungeon keep in the hopes of helping her and possibly saving the world in the process. Some of the movies coming to the library this month include in Alexander Payne's The Holdovers, a cranky history teacher at a remote prep school is forced to remain on campus over the holidays with a troubled student who has no place to go. A woman seeks revenge against the man who kidnapped her mother in The Marsh King's Daughter. Based on the acclaimed novel by Otessa Moshfegh, Eileen tells the story of a woman whose friendship with a new coworker at the prison where she works takes a sinister turn. Dee Reese's acclaimed film Mudbound follows two men who return home from World War II to work on a farm in rural Mississippi, where they struggle to deal with racism and adjusting to life after war. That's it for this month. Have a safe and happy 2024, and I'll see you in the library.